I was afraid to go on this trip from the very beginning. This trip to Thailand shook my core. Solo travel is so romanticized. Solo travel is escapism, and that is not what this video is going to be. Solo travel can ruin you, and it can also set you free, but it also leaves me with a lot of questions. Packing up my things to leave dug inside of me. So sick of this. I was actively doing something I didn't want to do. This is the stuff I'm gonna bring to Thailand. Workout pants, workout tops, bras, my shoes, casual tank tops, like nicer, comfortable tank tops, pants and shorts, swimsuits, socks and underwear, dress, skirts, accessories. Everything that I need for the next 3 weeks is on my back.
You know why didn't I want to go on a nice cute vacay, beach vacay in the sun?
We will get more into this.
I thought I got better at packing, but I haven't. I have so much.
If I could have canceled the trip, I would have. But you know, I got that non-refundable, So off I went.
I'm a free woman. I'm now in the Istanbul airport. Next stop is Phuket.
Foreign land, a new environment, and I had 3 days on my own. In the past, I've been okay with this, but this time all I felt was extreme loneliness, immense loss, and hella vulnerable. Is solo travel hurting our generation's need for a deep, long-lasting present community? Is tourism just the new colonialism? What harm is tourism causing? Is it just a pretty package of hyper-individualism? How has capitalism destroyed the community and the creativity in my life? Is the pursuit of purpose selfish, and how much selfishness is necessary to be able to feel secure within yourself? And is this spiral of questions even helpful? So I coped for the next few days by trying to be an influencer, which felt really weird.
And coffee came in a wine glass?
And by reading, and by drawing, and by going on runs.
I'm so proud of myself. I woke up to go watch the sunrise. You know, things are taking for a turn. I feel better about life. It's gonna be okay. So I'm not really in the mood to run.
And this was all an effort to distract myself, really. Missing someone while traveling changes everything, because I have a really cute, special person in my life, and they mean a lot to me. Leaving for Thailand was the end of the relationship as we knew it, because while I was going to be there, he was going to be moving to a new city. So as I left for Thailand, it was saying goodbye to the life and the routine that we had built together. No more walks to his place, no cute sleepovers in his place anymore, and I was feeling super nostalgic and resistant to letting go. Because of this trip, I have realized so much of me that I want to heal: existential guilt, existential dread, anxieties. I need someone to talk to about this. So I have signed up for therapy again with BetterHelp, and BetterHelp is sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is professional therapy done online. I've been sponsored by them for a really long time. So they actually sent me some testimonials from those of you that have signed up. And this is so cool to read that it's been a positive experience for people. So we have some of those here. So one of the testimonials say, I've been struggling with anxiety and depression more than usual recently. Hannah has been such a great support. She offers me a safe space to express my emotions and provides me with the comfort I've been needing lately. I couldn't recommend her enough. And then there's another one here that says, she's extremely friendly and professional. I feel really comfortable and respected during our live sessions. She truly does care and is very passionate about what she does, and it really comes through. These are really sweet to read, and I'm really happy that there is something like BetterHelp that you can get therapy. Often with traditional therapy, it can take weeks or months to get matched with a therapist, and sometimes you really just need someone to talk to soon. Often with BetterHelp, you'll get matched with a therapist within 48 hours, and you can begin communicating with them. You'll take a survey, answer some questions of what you're struggling with, what you're looking for, what your needs are. and they'll match you with someone that they think suits you. And if you happen not to jive with your therapist, you're also welcome to change to a new one. Therapist is there to be this person for you, so you feel like you have someone there that is here to help you. And you can begin communicating with them, schedule a live session or a call or message them. So if you think you might benefit from therapy, I highly recommend BetterHelp. I have a link in my description you can use for a special discount off your first month.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna come back and take a quick little nap and like wake up 30 minutes later. And now it's 2 hours later and I leave in an hour. So I have to be so fast.
The reason I booked my trip to Thailand is because of my newfound love for movement. Movement really is like my freedom. Like movement is freedom and it is so much fun.
Serious now. Time to buckle in. I get so nauseous. I'm so scared. Please. Wow.
And I wanted to celebrate my newfound love of movement by signing up for this retreat for a
We
week.
have all arrived and I am so pleased. Let me give you a little tour of where I'm going to be staying for the next week. It's so cute! Ooh, okay, I'm staying at the lowest tent on the resort, so I have to walk like 1,000 stairs to get here, and it's gonna be leg day every single day, but that's nice. I'm here to be strong. Here's my lovely tent. Then over here is my outside bathroom and toilet, and I'm the closest to the sea, so I get to listen to the waves as I fall asleep each night. Huh. Here's my view. I'm gonna have dance parties every single night out here. Nice.
And I wanted to celebrate this change I have made in my mind and in my body by doing this retreat. And I was like, this is going to be the one thing I'm going to do in the whole year is I'm going to go and spend this money to do this and to learn from someone that I really admire. And her name is Izzy. Her yoga style is so nice. It's very explorative. It's very accepting of you adapting the practice in a way that suits you. And she's so focused on your strength and doing cool tricks if you want to learn. And she can explain so well.
Squeeze the glutes, extend the chest forward, extend the chest forward.
This week of the trip was amazing. Once the retreat came to an end, I was on my own again, and deep once again in my guilt, trying to deal with the moral issue I'm now having with solo travel. I am nothing in it. Everyone's enjoying their time. What am I doing crying out here? I am shedding tears on this beach.
I don't think I have a place to stay tonight. So my plan today is to go around and ask if any place isn't fully booked. I found a place to stay, luckily. And you know what? The world is taking care of me. People are kind. Tragic things have been happening in the past 24 hours. And I'm getting old. I don't know if I have what it takes to handle this stuff. But every single time something happens, there's someone there to help me. So the world is kind.
And I think the important thing when you travel or you're going to go on a trip is knowing if you have the emotional capacity to handle the unexpected of what could come your way. And I wasn't prepared. This is the trigger warning. I think I've tried to explain this story before, so I'm just going to put that footage up. Anyways, I was eating my chicken Penang, and my line of view was this resort, and I see this group of friends just frantically running around, and their faces are just like in shock. And it didn't make sense to me at first. And then it did make sense to me of what had happened. And then it just made the spirit of solo travel for people to be alone, to witness something like this happening, and to see, and then seeing the reactions of people around me, like the mom that was working in the restaurant, like picked up her toddler and was like caressing her hair. And, you know, all you can do is just continue eating your lunch and leave, and life moves on. This happened. And I'm also trying to figure out what I think about how solo travel and tourism and just capitalism can destroy culture. In the pursuit of experiencing a different culture, it erases that culture to serve the highest demand, which is a tourist. It's odd being in a place on the other side of the world with a beautiful different culture and beautiful foods, and yet because of tourism then everything is in English and it's all Western food offered, and it's like I'm a little character in a theater and this is the set around me and they want me to wander through it and go to the restaurant and go buy a bikini and go sit on the beach and go get a massage. And sometimes capitalism just feels so impersonal, and it's like you're having these exchanges with people all day, but there's no human spirit to it. It's I can give you this and I'll give you money for this, and it's really hard to break out of. It's like, where's the community, where's the connection between us two, yet we're having this exchange right now. That was a big guilt to be contributing to this. And then I did reflect on the times that I traveled that I didn't feel this guilt was when I did work away, because you're working for a person that lives there and you're actually contributing to someone and you're experiencing a day-to-day life that's real. Going to the beach and then going to a restaurant and then going to the beach and then going to get a massage and just chilling like a sardine on the sand, that's not real life. Workaway has its own complexities for sure, but I did realize I don't feel guilty when I have the purpose of contributing to whatever place I'm visiting with my work. Also, solo travel, your goal is not to be solo. You want to be traveling with a new group of people. You don't want to be alone the whole time. That's miserable for anybody. You suffer more when you're alone, and there's a reason for that. And our generation has tried to cope with us being alone more by making aesthetic videos of how to be alone and the art of being alone. And I think it's actually tragic. I think it's so tragic, because I think a life well lived is a life with people that you love around you. That is a worthwhile pursuit. The partying seems quite disrespectful to me, and it isn't. The majority of it wasn't really a spirit of celebrating life and celebrating nature and celebrating each other, but rather just to do it because it's offered to you. It seemed to be coming from a spirit of drowning out your life and drowning out the world and distracting yourself from yourself, which just felt really sad to me. But then also, I become a really judgmental and critical person, and then I'm like in this judgmental and critical space. And then I forget, we are, yes, human beings. And we're all trying our best. You can experience so many things while traveling, and it's just good to know that you have a purpose behind this, and you can acknowledge within yourself why you're doing it. Is it to escape the life that I have at home because I can't stand being there anymore? I think that is valid. It's not exactly the healthiest thing always, but I do think it's valid, because while I traveled 2 years ago, I didn't know what to do with my life. I couldn't make a decision for myself. I felt stuck, and traveling gave me this to see the world beyond that bubble and figure out what step I wanted to make next. Also, I think it's important to acknowledge how hard it can be for your spirit to be pulled out of your familiar environment. This is to be expected. You're in a place where it's not home. You don't have a community. People don't know you. You don't know them. This is very, very vulnerable. And capitalism, money, that's something that you can rely on to give you this idea of safety. But I know what really gives our soul safety is to know that there's people around us that care about you, that want to help you, that are there for you. And when you're traveling, a lot of the times you won't have that deep rooted of a connection with people around you. Also, another realization that I came to is a big motivator for me to travel 2 years ago, which is very superficial, but I think every girl's got to have her moment if she needs to have that moment. But it's because I was very horny. I was so horny, and I was in my horny era, and that was really driving me to do a lot of risky, girl, I don't know what sometimes, girl, I know what, but it was a big motivator for me to go to parties and to go be social and to try to meet people, because I was scanning the room. Anybody cute here? Anybody think that I'm cute? And now that I feel secure and there's a cute person in my life that I really like, I don't really have that desire anymore. Biology's crazy that she does that to us. And there's also a lot of beautiful positives to traveling. Like I said, it can pull you out of your world, and it can give you this freedom, and it can give you this faith in yourself and in others again. And it's really cool to think about the butterfly effect of things that have happened like 3 years ago, and it's literally the reason I am sitting in this room today. For example, there was this girl Cami that I met when I was in Turkey at a hostel, and we connected really well, and we kept each other's Instagrams. And then she was telling me one day she was going to come to Berlin as well, and she was here last summer for an internship when I first moved here. And then it was through one of her friends that I got this room in this apartment, because she was staying here, and that's all because of a girl I met 3 years ago in Turkey. I actually have to move out of this room in 2 weeks and find a new place to live. So if you happen to have a room in your vacay, or have a friend that has a room in their vacay, or just somewhere in Berlin,
Please, Danny. Thank you.
Just love and kindness, I guess is all I can say. In the end, this trip was filled with a lot of love, and I ended up, because I really needed it, finally seeing my friend Anais.
Today's the day and things are finally gonna turn around for me. I'm meeting with Anais today. I have been trying to survive. I have been surviving, not thriving. But now that I'm gonna see her, I will be thriving.
Because coincidentally, because the universe brought us together, my dearest friend Anais, who lives in London, I live in Berlin, we originally met in New York, we haven't seen each other in like months. She was going to be there at the exact same time.
So the effective way to get around this island is by motorbike. But I've seen so many people with injuries from these motorbikes. So I'm not renting one, I'm not gonna ride one, so I'm walking. So we've got a 30-minute walk to Anais. Let's go. 5 more minutes, we're almost there. I'm here. She's coming down. She's coming down. Oh, I'm so happy. Ah.
And whenever I see her, I really feel like my soul is just like rebirthed.
You literally are. You're golden. And you have nice. Oh, you look unreal. Your cheeks are so perfectly rosy. Wow.
Were you ever